Shake your pom-poms. Shake, shake, shake. Kimberly F. Brown, she'll roll up on your hometown. She supports the good, but if you're doing wrong, you better watch yourself. If you're cruel and full of spite, she'll shut you down. One wrong step and it's to the ground. She don't play nice with clowns. Round, round, round on Cleveland, she'll lift you up or tear you down, depending on what you got going on. That darn John Brown. She gets the folks in every way. Her light shines bright like midday. She hates the lies, she seeks the truth. She'll call you out and show the proof. She'll clean the streets, she'll get them right. She works all day, she works all night. She loves or hates based on your deeds. Don't cross her path, don't plant your weeds. Brown, brown, brown on Cleveland, she'll lift you up or tear you down, depending on what you got going on. That darn down Brown. Brown, brown on Cleveland, she'll lift you up or tear you down, depending on what you got going on. That darn Brown Brown. Shake your pom-poms. Shake, shake, shake your pom-poms.
Well, good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to the Little Hut Podcast. Of course, my name is Kimberly F. Brown, hanging out with Self and Little Kimmy today. And I'm quite sure everybody must be inside because it is absolutely chilly outside. Forget about chilly, it's freaking cold. But welcome to Friday evening. Hope you guys had a great day. And again, welcome inside the Little Hut Podcast. And of course, tonight is going to be very simple. I am going to talk about State Rep Juanita Brent. Then we're going to talk about Justin Bibb. And then, of course, we're going to go to Cleveland Heights and talk about some things that's going on over in that city. But of course, first, I got to give a great shout out to our sponsors who are always very supportive of this podcast, and as well as 𝗬𝗓𝗧𝗟𝗘 Promotions and Brown on Cleveland. So, of course, this is political season, and I know you guys are going to be looking for T-shirts, hoodies, jackets, tumblers, mugs, and team uniforms, right? So do yourself a favor. I know you guys are raising money, but you want to save money. So this is the reason why it's best for you to contact Angie Marie of New Beginnings 1111 Creations. And she can be reached at 216-395-7335. Trust me when I tell you, she will take care of you. And on top of that, she won't gouge your pockets. So make sure you give her a call. That's Angie Marie at 216-395-7335. And of course, we got to go to Garfield Heights, and we got to talk about Flavor Southern Cuisine Restaurant, which is located 12540 Rockside Road, because they have the best soul food on the planet. And you can always call Rhonda at 216-510-0919. And if you own a daycare, don't forget that she can take care of the breakfast, lunch, and also give the little people a healthy snack. That is Rhonda Stubbs of Flavor Southern Cuisine. Then let's go down to 16941 Broadway Avenue over in Maple Heights. It's Viva Mexican Grill and Neighborhood Cafe. They have the best wings and the best walking tacos in the city. So you definitely want to stop by and grab some great finger food. And if you're just looking for a nice drink before you go home to get you in the mood, you definitely want to stop at Flavor, Viva, and T-shirts. Of course, Angie Marie at 216-395-7335. Again, thank you to our sponsors for helping out the Little Hut podcast. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, let's get down to the get down. I'm not going to be here that long because Wednesday's podcast is still on fire and everybody is still talking about that. And they've been asking me, who is this gentleman that I was making reference to? But I'm not going to tell you because he's a private citizen, although he was all up in my personal business. That is the only reason why I will not reveal that joker to you. So at any rate, that was 48 hours ago, and now we're on to today. So let's go to State Representative Juanita O. Brent of District 18. You got to shake your pom-poms for this young lady and see you guys so negative. You thought I was going to say something negative about her, but that's not true. So I think every week or every other week, she sends residents of District 18 her weekly, bi-weekly newsletter. And this is something I think is very important as we go through this weekend. We know this weekend is going to be absolutely terrible, and there are a lot of warnings that are going on. So I think it's very important for this podcast on today to talk about the weather in order to keep you safe. So from State Representative Juanita O. Brent of House District 18, she talked about in her newsletter today, which in fact I think is tip-top and totally together and right on time. She talked about winter weather tips. And we need this, how to prepare for winter weather. Now she says the cold weather is underway. No, she's wrong. It's not underway. It's right here today. Take some steps now to prepare an emergency kit for winter with essentials. She says preparations ensure safety and comfort during unexpected weather or power outages. Now, she put together this winter emergency kit, but here's something I wish that she would have done. Maybe as a state rep, she could have given some of these items to some of the seniors in House District 18. But at any rate, let's talk about this winter emergency kit, because if you guys don't have one, you should have had one prior to today, because this weekend is going to be crazy. So these are some of the items that you guys need. Battery operated radio. Why? Because there's a possibility that we may lose our electricity this weekend. She says you need a first aid kit. Why? Because we don't know what may happen, right? And we can't go to the ER because we'll be too busy at home, and because of the snowfall, it may take a long time for the emergency medical squad to get to us. She says we need extra blankets. That is so true, because what happens if our furnace goes out? She says she wants us to have flashlights and extra batteries. She said an extra change of clothes. Well, here's the thing, State Rep. Everybody's telling us to stay home, so they should have extra clothes. She says allow horn, whistle, or bell to signal for help, especially, for our senior community and people who are in their mid-range, like myself, who's almost a senior. She says non-perishable food, easy open and prepared without electricity. So you know how we go to the grocery store, you guys? We live now in a time where we don't have to use a can opener because everything has the cap and it snaps. This is what she's talking about. She says we need an ice scraper, we need a shovel, and that needs to be at hand. She's right about that. We need warm socks, gloves, and mittens. Now, let me add my 2 cents. When she talks about warm socks, gloves, and mittens, she's not talking about that cute stuff. You know that cute stuff that y'all like to wear because y'all want to be cute when it's cold? That's going to freeze your. So do yourself a favor. I have something called cute clothes and real clothes. She's talking about the real clothes. And then she says multi-tool or knife, small shovel, and a lighter. So again, if you do not have these emergency kits for this winter, make sure that after the storm, because we're going to get another one, make sure that your home and your car is easily prepared. Oh, also too, in your car, she didn't mention this, but I'm going to add my 2 cents again. You got to have jumper cables. You have to. And I'm going to tell you guys something. If you live in the Lee Harvard area, Cleveland Ward 1, and if you decide to go out, depending on where you are, and your car needs a jump. Now, you may be able to email me because I have one of those jumper cables that I don't need to attach my cable to another car. I have that unit where I put it on a battery and your car will automatically start, right? So this is my contribution to Ward 1 residents in the event that if you go to your car and it don't turn on, you know what? Neighbors gotta take care of neighbors. So I thank State Representative Juanita O. Brent for giving us those safety tips. Thank you very much. Brown on Cleveland. Also, too, let's go to story number two. Now, this story is coming from every single news station that we have in the region, plus national news. And this is what they are advising us to do this weekend, right? It says, please stay home if you can. Cleveland, please stay home if you can. And this is coming from our mayor, Mayor Justin Bibb. He says, ODOT crews prepare for a weekend winter storm. And if you guys are out there all willy-nilly driving, not taking his advisement seriously, you're going to be in the way. And the roads are too darn bad. Every life matters. And what really gets me about some people is just because they have these big old F-150s, they think they can just zoom right through the snow. But what I was told was the higher your car is, there's a more possibility and probability that you may lose control. So when weather like this, they say it's better to be close to the ground because you're able to, handle your vehicle a little better. But just slow down if you have to go out there. Please drive with caution, care, and concern for others. Now, I know we got some dum-dums out there who will probably say, well, it's just snow. It's just a city ordinance. I ain't got to follow it. And that's where you guys constantly get in trouble. Learn how to listen and abide by rules and regulations. So the other thing is they're making us aware of is that there is a rock salt shortage. And they said that driving in Northeast Ohio this winter is more treacherous than ever. Cleveland officials say despite placing orders in August, that their state contracted supplier has yet to deliver over 20,000 tons of salt needed to thaw city streets. So here's what's going to happen. The salt that the city has, they will plow high priority streets, that's main roads, definitely the hills, dangerous intersections, and areas around hospitals and schools. They say because they don't even know when the salt, this 20,000 tons that they're waiting for, is going to occur. So our mayor, I live in Cleveland, Mayor Justin Bibb declared that he's going to have the service department prepare those roads first. And the side streets, you guys, may not get done. So here's my issue with some people on social media. Don't try to blast Mayor 𝗧𝗜𝗓𝗓 because he could not get the service trucks down your side street. He cannot control the flow of the weather, just as any other mayor cannot. Now, Kim Brown, I ain't taking up for no mayor under any circumstances. And, I won't take up for council people. But right now, they have absolutely no control. This is God stuff. God is sitting everybody down for the next several days. So because he's deciding to sit everybody down, we shouldn't have any killings. No, we shouldn't have any break-ins. And we damn sure shouldn't have anybody out there trying to steal somebody's car because it's too damn cold. Sit your asses down for once and just follow the rules. This should be, the next 3 days should be crime-free. We shouldn't even have any crashes out there because they are warning people to stay off the streets. Follow the rules. Follow the local rules, and everybody will be okay. Now, other municipalities, as well as Cleveland, they are facing similar situations. Some cities have run out of salt. And from my understanding, there are some cities who have salt, who's giving other cities some salt. And I'm not going to call those cities out because I don't want the messy people on Facebook calling their city hall talking about, why are you giving our salt away? Well, here's the thing. Are you your brother's keeper? Well, you should be. Because when you travel, you just don't travel within your city. When you travel, you have to go through other cities. So if your city is the only city who got salt and is clean, then you can't go and handle your business. You can't, because the roads are going to be filled with black ice. And again, it's about safety. And the other thing the cities are making us aware of, Brown on Cleveland, very serious show tonight, no shiggity boo, not gonna play, is there is a parking ban in effect for the city of Cleveland, the city of Warrensville Heights, and Garfield Heights. Now, there's also a parking ban that's starting tomorrow at 5 p.m. in the village of Newburgh Heights, and that came from Mayor 𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓. And the reason why I'm mentioning those cities is because as I was scouring their website, I wanted to know which cities were openly alerting their residents. And these are the cities that I found that are being very transparent. And these are the cities that Kimberly F. Brown, the news reporter, the podcaster, that I cover. So I'm going to give them some of this for being transparent and for allowing their residents to know that there is a parking ban. Now, I know some of you guys will be willy-nilly and you will ignore the parking ban. So here's a possibility of something that may happen to you. If you ignore that parking ban, there's a possibility that you're going to be cited, which is ticketed, and you better pay that ticket. You better pay that ticket, because if you don't pay the ticket, I hope they take your happy ass to jail, or I hope they, make you go to court, and I pray you don't show up so they can put a bench warrant out on you too. So when they see you, they can get you arrested. Learn to follow the rules. Traffic laws are important, and I'm not taking that back because y'all know how I feel about that. So if you parked on the street, listen, move your car and go out there and shovel that driveway, because that's probably why you're on that street, because y'all too lazy to shovel your driveway. Go shovel that driveway and put that car in the driveway. So therefore, when those snow trucks come out, listen, Warrensville don't have to worry about your car. Garfield don't need to worry about your car. The city of Cleveland don't need to worry about your car. And y'all know y'all can't play with the village of Newburgh. Not only will Newburgh give you that expensive ticket, but I believe Newburgh probably get you towed. Now, I'm not saying they will, but Newburgh don't play with you guys over there. So when y'all go to Newburgh, y'all already know how to follow the rules. I don't care who y'all are. Well, y'all slow down. Y'all do exactly what that city tell y'all to do, because y'all know they're not going to play with you brown on Cleveland. So parking ban in effect, you guys. Move your car so the trucks can get down the street and they can help keep all of us safe brown on Cleveland. All right. The other important thing we got to talk about for this winter wonderland, this snowstorm, well, it ain't a blizzard, I don't think. I don't know, but it's a bad snowstorm. Now, if you are a pet lover, this was on Channel 19. I'm a pet lover. Y'all know I got 3 pups here in the house, and one is really furry, and he don't even want to go outside now to do his business because he like, Mom, the snow taller than I am, because I got that little Shih Tzu, Alfie. Alfie not gonna go out there because Alfie look just like the snow. He's white. I'll panic because then I couldn't even see Alfie in the day or the light. But anyway, pet owners, get this. Pet owners will face fines, jail time for leaving animals outside in dangerous cold weather. Sure will. They're gonna take your happy butt to jail if you leave your pet outside. That's why we got basements. Y'all better be proactive. Now, here's what they say. Coming from Channel 19, it says, pet owners who leave their animals outside during this weekend's dangerous cold temperatures could face up to $1,000 and jail time. Now, let me say this again. Not or jail time, but you're going to pay your $1,000 that most of y'all probably don't have because you don't know how to save money, right? And your happy ass is going to jail. And that's according to the Cleveland Animal Protective League. Now, they said this is the time of year where their shelters get full because they'll come out there and get your dog. And you'll be crying. And then you'll be out here talking about, they picking on me because I'm a black woman with a dog, or I'm a black man with a dog. Nope, they picking on you because you're stupid. Put them dogs in the house. Them dogs got feelings. They cry. They hurt. They get sick. They get frostbite. You guys got a dog, man. Get your dog and put him in a house, or put her in a house. Put her in the basement. You should have a cage anyway. Don't have them dogs outside. Because, I ain't going to be out there driving no way. Because I was going to say, if I was out there driving, and if I see a dog out there, I'm telling. Ain't nothing but a snitch. I'm definitely going to tell. So listen, they said when it is really cold, pets have to have shelter from wind, rain, snow, extreme temperatures, and we do have the ability to take them in if you are in violation of that. Y'all, come on, y'all, it's the law. And that's coming from the Cleveland Animal Protective League. They said the shelter sees an increase in calls and animals being brought in during extreme weather events. Now, I know a lot of y'all don't like to follow the law, and y'all hate when I talk about the law is the law, but especially if you guys are elected officials, y'all better start following the law, the Ohio Revised Code, because y'all either going to jail or hell, or as voters, we're going to kick you out and you're going to be unemployed. So it says, in Cleveland, it is illegal to have an animal outside when a severe weather warning has been issued. Not following these laws can lead to serious consequences. Not following these ordinances and state codes can lead to impounding the animal, and also, watch this, let me say it slow, and also criminal charges. You can be charged with a misdemeanor. If residents see an animal left outside in dangerous conditions, they can call their local animal care and control. Go get that dog. If people are concerned and they see a pet outside, and if they feel like the pet is suffering, listen, in this weather, the dog's going to suffer, the cat's going to suffer. Give them a call. That's the Cleveland Animal Protective League, and they'll come get that dog, and they're going to report you. They're going to report your happy butt. They're going to report you, and you may face some charges. And again, it's a $1,000 fine and jail. It's not a $1,000 fine or jail. And your happy ass will be going to jail or hell. Go get them dogs and learn to follow the law, because the law is the law. Brown on Cleveland, we are in the midst of a snowstorm and it is cold outside. And the other thing is this: make sure you guys check on your seniors. I live on a street filled with seniors. We all have each other's telephone numbers. Make sure you check on your seniors. Why? Because one day, God willing, if you're able, you're going to become a senior and you want somebody to check on you. Give them a call, right? Give them a call. Or if you're going to be outside this weekend, don't drive. But if you're going to be outside, in the driveway, just shoveling the snow every day. So therefore, come Monday morning, you won't have 12 inches. Maybe you'll only have 5 inches because you've been out there moving the snow every single day. That's pretty much the best way to go. If you're out there and if you don't see movement in their homes, like the lights on, lights off, just knock on the door and say, hey, are you all right? And then if you really feel pretty good, what you can do, you can go and just shovel their walkway. So any event that something happens and, ER have to come, the medical squad has to come, at least that gives them a leeway to get to our seniors very safe. Brown on Cleveland. So listen, this is the time for us as a community to be good neighbors. Be a good neighbors. You can't keep telling me that you are a leader in your community, and now this is the most important time to lead and show your leadership skills, and you just at home on Facebook being a keyboard killer or Facebook freedom fighter. And then I know some of you guys are, you guys are running for an elected seat. So let us see your leadership skills as we speak. Brown on Cleveland. Yeah. All right, you guys. The last story for today. Now, this is a little drama filled. I must say. It really is. You guys, I was just going to talk about the snow today, but then I was, looking at my news feed and this popped up. So let's go to Cleveland Heights right quick, because this is a trip. And this is one of them stories that I would like to hear your opinion, because I'm not really sure about this story here. The story is real, but I'm not certain if what happened should have happened, or maybe it should not have happened. I don't know. But get this. Now, this is pretty interesting. It says a mother was charged, and this is Cleveland Heights, for leaving a young boy alone in home or at the house while she went to a bar. The mother was charged because she left her 5-year-old son at home by himself, right? And she wanted to go out with her sister to a bar. So this happened back on January 10th. Now get this. Minding folks' business, good, bad, ugly, or indifferent. I don't know. This one is out for public opinion. They said a woman reported that a 5-year-old boy was home alone inside a house. And what she did was she called the police, Cleveland Heights police. And she told the police that she believed that a 5-year-old was home alone. You may ask, you may say, Brown, how does she know that the 5-year-old was home alone? Well, this is how she found out, or this is what she suspected, right? Now, the 5-year-old boy happens to be the son of her friend. I'm going to say it again. The 5-year-old boy is the son of her friend. See, her friend asked her to babysit her 5-year-old son. And at first, the lady said, well, okay, I would do it. But then something came up, and she called her friend and told her, well, I can't babysit your son. Well, the lady allegedly said, well, I'm going to go out anyway. How you going out and you don't have a babysitter? Right? So the lady, according to the news article, she went out with her sister to the bar and left her son at home. So now you got her friend, her bestie, her girlfriend, her roadie, one of those. Well, she called the police. And she told the police that she believed that the 5-year-old was home alone. So the police, according to the story, not Kimberly Brown, wasn't there. The police meets the young girl at the house where the son was allegedly alone. So what the girl did, y'all, check this out. She called her friend, right? Her friend. She says, hey, where are you? Friend said, we out, me and my sister. She called her sister. And it was true to form. And the police was listening. And she told her friend, well, I got the police here at your house. Her friend said, well, we'll be there in 5 minutes. Woo, right? So she get home. The police is there. I don't think they're friends anymore. I really don't. I don't think they're friends anymore. I can say former friend, whatever. I don't think they're friends anymore. So her and her sister get there. The police is there. They go in the house. They find the 5-year-old. He's in the bed, sleep. Here's the thing, though. When they went in the house, guess what they found? Woo! What do y'all think they found? When they went in the house, let's see. Somebody's messing up my story because they're in the chat. Yeah. Okay, Angie. But get this. When they went in the home, this is what they found. 5-year-old sleeping. They found a very immaculate house. House was clean. The 5-year-old was clean. He was in his PJs. Jesus. This was a clean house, a clean kid, had a haircut, very well-groomed little 5-year-old, just sleeping. That's not how this story was supposed to turn out. The story was supposed to turn out was that the house was filthy, full of cockroaches, rats, food everywhere. The little kid in the corner crying. No. That's not how it ended, man. The 5-year-old was clean. Yeah, the house was clean. The mistake that the young lady made was leaving her son at home by himself. So now mom has been charged, I believe, with child endangerment. I, I don't know, you guys, if the friend should have just mind her damn business, or she was right for minding her friend's business, or mom was wrong for going to the bar, and then mom was hanging out with her bio sister. They both went to the bar and they left the kid alone. And I know a lot of things could have happened by this 5-year-old being at home alone. We know that. I just wish, man, that she could have found somewhere to take her 5-year-old son. So now mom's going to have this court hearing. She's going to have the Department of Children and Family Services all in her business. They're probably going to make threats about taking her son. So all because she wanted to go to the bar and, have a girls' night out with her sister. She's now going to have to pay a hefty price mentally, socially, psychologically. And one can imagine the friction and the tension between her and her bestie, former girlfriend, friend, enemy, man, hell, I don't know. I don't understand. See, here's the part, and I agree with you. I understand this. If you was not available to watch her 5-year-old, how are you available to go to her house with the police? I thought you said you weren't available. Man, that's some shit. I don't know, man. Listen, I don't know. I just don't know. I mean, I wish she would have taken her son, to mama's grandma's house, brother's house, Nene's house, a neighbor house across the street, because maybe mom, and y'all know Kim Brown ain't gonna make no excuses for nobody. I'm not. But damn, the kid is healthy, the house is immaculate, it's clean, and the friend over here, all in somebody's business. But I kind of, man, I don't know. We're gonna hold that for another discussion, because I'm gonna mind that business right there, because I'm gonna follow that story. So you're gonna hear more about that. And that comes from the city of Cleveland Heights. And it's a darn shame. I don't understand. I just don't get that one. I don't get that one. You didn't have time to watch her son, but you damn sure had time to watch her and mind her business. And to me, it was like a setup, but then maybe not, maybe so. I don't know if you was really concerned about, the son, or if you was hating on the mother because you were mad at something. Some people do some sick shit, when they mad, they just do some stuff. But then she gonna say she was protecting the son. She gonna say a whole lot of stuff. But you're right, there are a whole lot of different sides you can look at it. I don't know. I just know this. If I ain't available to watch your kid, I'm damn sure not gonna be available to spy on you, because it ain't my damn business. I get that. But at the end of the day, safety was number one. But her son, listen, apparently she must be doing a good job with her son, because the house was immaculate. The son had on clean pajamas. They said the son is very healthy. He knew how to get in bed, pull up them covers over his head, and the baby went to sleep. The baby was asleep. His belly was full. The kitchen wasn't messed up. Y'all, damn, y'all. Woo! I don't know. I just wish, and I know that if she could do it all over again, her and her sister should have gone and got, them some drinks, whatever they drink, margaritas, whatever the case may be. And, could have put the son to bed, had him in his room. They could have, got their mellow mood on, watched some movies, played some music, and just chilled out the house. That's all they had to do. But because we make decisions, you guys, and sometimes we pay a hefty consequence. So the friend, I don't think y'all friends anymore. Mom, you got county all up in your business now. The son is fine. Y'all, please don't go over there and take her son. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's a lesson learned. She's a young girl. I think she, 26 years old. And as far as I'm concerned, she's a young mother. She's a child. She's a baby. And she could be any of our daughters. So that's all I'm saying. Brown, that damn brown on Cleveland. You guys, hey, be safe out there this weekend. Please, please, please be safe. Follow the laws. They say it's going to be a drive-in ban, and they're saying nobody is supposed to be out there driving or on the road unless you absolutely have to. Okay? Follow the law, because the law is the law. Don't make excuses. Look at the Ohio Revised Code. Don't be a dummy like other people, and we don't have to worry about things. Anyway, my name is Kimberly Brown. My time is up to date as always. I had a fantastic time hanging out with you today. Good job, State Rep Juanita Brent. Thank you for keeping us informed and telling us what we need to do in order to keep us safe, because I have not received anything else from any other state rep. And y'all know, hey, I ain't no fan of hers, but damn it, I shake my pom-poms when it is absolutely necessary. So I'm going to do that for her one more time. Brown, that damn brown on Cleveland. And as always, let me remind you of my mantra that if you talk about me in private, and I know some of y'all have been, and I got a whole list of people I need to talk about in public, and it's coming. You think Wednesday was fire? You ain't saying nothing yet at all. If you tell a lie on me, I'm damn sure gonna tell the truth on you. And you found that out on Wednesday, because I will, and I do. And of course, if you bold enough to mind my business, it's only fair that
Shake your
mind.
pom-poms. Shake, shake, shake.
Brown, back down. Brown on Cleveland. Have a great evening. Bye.
Kimberly F. Brown, she'll roll up on your hometown. She supports the good, but if you're doing wrong, you better watch yourself. If you're cruel and full of spite, she'll shut you down. One wrong step and it's to the ground. She don't play nice with clowns. Brown, brown, brown on Cleveland. She'll lift you up or tear you down, depending on what you got going on. That darn down brown, brown. She helps the folks in every way. Her light shines bright like midday. She hates the lies, she seeks the truth. She'll call you out and show the proof. She'll clean the streets, she'll get them right. She works all day, she works all night. She loves or hates based on your deeds. Don't cross her path, don't plant your weeds. Brown, brown, brown on Cleveland. She'll lift you up or tear you down, depending on what you got going on. That darn down brown, brown. Brown, brown on Cleveland. She'll lift you up or tear you down, depending on what you got going on. That darn brown, brown. Shake your pom-poms. Shake, shake, shake your pom.